In a previous video, I've explained how to make a really simple study timetable and a really flexible, effective one. And I find with most students that's the best kind of study timetable to use. Some students, however, just cannot stick to a study timetable. It might be because their life is just too unpredictable to pencil in particular things. Their weekly pattern is different from week to week, and it's just really hard to develop a weekly timetable they can stick to. If you are like that, I'm going to explain how to make a really simple timetable that can still be effective, and it can actually be a motivating thing for you in your study. What we have here is what I call a target study timetable. And all that you need to do is at the start of the week, set yourself a target for how many hours of study you're going to do. In this case, I've said there are 15 hours of study that I want to do by the end of the week. And you can see that shown by the 15 lines in my target. If on Monday I did 2 hours of study, then I can highlight in those first 2 hours. And what I'm doing is each day trying to build up towards my target of 15 hours. So this might be my target after Tuesday. And then Wednesday. And then by Thursday and Friday, this is how much study I've done. What I should do on Friday afternoon is to look where I'm up to and then count how many hours I still need to do. So in this case, I still have 6 hours of study which I need to do over the weekend. And I should set a plan. It might just be to do 3 on Saturday and 3 on Sunday, depending on what I've got on. But now I've got a target that I need to reach over the weekend. The big advantage of this kind of timetable is that if through the week I can do extra couple of hours of study, then when it comes to the weekend, I have a smaller amount that I need to do. And that could be a real motivating factor, especially if you have something coming up on the weekend, or just if you would like to have a weekend off. And if you work really hard through the week, you might only have a couple of hours which you need to do on the weekend. If you're living at home with your parents and they are hassling you over your study, it's really good to stick your target timetable up on the fridge, somewhere in the house where it can be seen, and people can see how much study that you are doing. It might also be a good idea on a Friday afternoon to sit with your parents and show them how much you've done through the week, and then to explain to them how you plan to spend the weekend in order to make up the hours which you've said that you will do. So that's the target study timetable. Very, very easy to make up. Just draw it up or do it on an Excel spreadsheet so you can print it out each week. Stick it on a fridge or in a prominent place on your desk so that you can keep a track of your hours and hopefully use it as a tool to motivate yourself to get as much done through the week so that you won't have to do as much on the weekend.